Yo guys, what's up? So I know there's a lot of commotion going on with how the YouTubers are very quarantined along with everybody else, and how almost everything we want to do is shut down, like games, sports games is what I mean, and like movie theaters. There's a lot of stuff gone from the stores because everybody's being stupid and going and buying everything that is not necessary. So I understand a lot of you, depending on whether it's day or night, there's going to be a lot of you out there wanting to be entertained. So I just decided to take that upon myself, and today we're just going to be reading some Never Leave Me, chapter 1, because I'm going to be splitting this up into parts. So before anything, just make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and comment down below if you really want to, and make sure to hit that bell notifications because you don't want to miss out on anything. So yeah, let's get right on into it. Yo, okay, so the name of the story is literally what it means, because Never Leave Me is a story about a wolf and a dragon who fall in love. But yes, it's a gay story, so if you don't like that kind of stuff, just don't watch. But I'm gonna hopefully entertain you with my dubbing, and we're only gonna do one chapter today, because that usually reaches up to like 15 minutes tops. So for the main character, his name is Felix, and I'm thinking about giving him like a deep voice, but like sort of high, like my voice is. Like it's gonna elevate from up and down, kind of. Why am I using my hands so much? Oh well. But yeah, so let's get right into it. Chapter 1. Okay, so great. Out of all places you had to choose, it had to be this one. But as long as I'm with you, I'll be happy. I tell him as I lay down in the grass and snuggle up to each other. His arms wrapped around me, my shoulders, as he pulls me in and embraces me with his big arms. Okay, that right there is something I wish I could say I'm doing, I say, through a sigh. But nope, I'm here sitting my lazy furry ass down on this chair as I try to write a story. I get easily distracted while writing about my perfect love life. We frolic through the flowers, he'd give me sweet gentle kisses on the cheek, and we would hold paws as we walked through the streets. I tell myself as I stare into the computer and looking at the words, and that will never come true. Now, basically, this character is 16, and he is still in high school, but it revolves around his life mainly, and how he's basically, people think he is a mute. So, anyways. Right at that moment, when I was about to doze off again, my phone dings with a message. I look and I see it's just a notification from Furbook. Another thing is, Furbook is basically just Facebook in this realm because they're furries. So that someone is telling me happy birthday, if they don't even know me. Why? I ask myself while balling my paw up into a fist. Just whatever. Tomorrow's gonna be back. Another day of hell. School. Fuck, they're synonyms of each other. Being a senior is a breeze and all, but it gets monotonous. Montuous, yes. Fast. I mean, I already knew that basically everything that the teachers are saying is just boring. Right? Don't we all think it's just boring as hell, sitting in class with nothing to do except listen to the teacher drone on and on. Shit, I need to stop talking to myself. It's in my head. It's getting kind of creepy. I turn off my computer and I spin around in my chair before getting up and immediately falling face first into my bed. Yeah, I talk to myself, but I only do it because I have no one ever to talk to. Too, since my mom and dad are always working out of the country, leaving me alone in our giant, lonely house. Though I do like to speak my mind. That's why I usually get picked on at school. But that stopped months ago. Also, I did just learn that they're going to be getting a new student from a fancy place known as England. So that might be interesting tomorrow. The announcement on the school's webpage I saw begged all the students to be kind and welcoming. And that's no problem for me. I think I'm a pleasant defer to be around. My phone buzzes on the nightstand. I reach out and grab and unlock it. And reading the headline, "By God, Father blamed for school gay shooter motive." I click on the article and slowly read about the shooting that happened in the next town over. Ryan, 17, openly gay. His father didn't agree with his sexuality and often threatened to kick him out of the house because of it. So the kid's name was Ryan. Dang, that sucks. He seems like he had a pretty good life, except that his dad didn't like his son because of his sexuality and threatened to kick him out. It looks like Ryan had plenty of friends, was popular at school, and always even-tempered. I wonder what happened at home to make him do this. I sigh, turn off my phone and place it on the screen down on the nightstand, making my room go completely dark. I turn on to my side and look out the open window. Well, tomorrow's gonna be another day of school, meaning just another day of near absolute solitude. I'm nobody. I blend in with the crowd of furs. Nobody even noticed me. I hardly exist to anybody at school. I mean, hell, my name was called out during biology, and I don't think half the kids in my class knew who I was. And there are only 30 kids in a class. I grumble to myself, it's getting late. I should get some sleep. As the night goes by, I lie awake in bed, begin to get this memory of a friend I used to know. Like, I can't put a finger on who it is, but I remember his face so vividly that I could draw it. I could make a portrait of him. I shake my head to clear my thoughts before falling asleep, minutes later. Morning quickly comes. I start to groan as I get out of bed. Ugh! I trudge over to the bathroom to take a quick shower, so I can have a good breakfast instead of having to run to school starving. I walk out the shower nude. Since no one is ever home, I don't need to wear clothes around the house. So I walk to the kitchen, letting the air dry my fur out as I open the fridge and I start shivering from the cold, like, ooh. For fuck's sake! I yell when I see the fridge mostly empty. Okay, so that's on my list. Stock the fridge and cabinets with food. I look at all over the kitchen and only see an orange sitting in the fruit basket, so I grab that and I run upstairs to get some clothes on before running out the door. I make it to school about 12 minutes to spare, so from there I go to my locker, and being the luckiest dog in this world I was paired with the most annoying fur in senior year from my locker mate. I just ignore all the others and go get my books and binders that I need for 4th period. I usually never talk to anyone other than when we have to work in partners or in groups. But even then I rarely do talk. They must think I'm a mute or something. I'm just glad that the talk about me being gay stopped. Well, gossip is never gonna stop, but at least it'll die out by the time I graduate. Then I'll never have to deal with any of the furs I can't stand anymore. But I'm gonna have to hold on to that thought as the bell rang. That means I have to walk all the way to the 4th floor, then to the opposite side of the school. Great. So in this part, there's gonna be a teacher, and I'm thinking about giving him a voice of like an older Japanese, kind of like British accent. So, yeah. You made it on time, Mr. Lau. The teacher says to me as I walk through the door. As I'm making my way to my desk, I see some fur I haven't seen before sitting in my chair, slumped forward with his paws and clasped together. I forgot to mention before, my school is also kind of strict on attendance. Besides, I stand beside him, looking down as he slowly looks up at me with an awkward smile. So, this kid is like a new kid. He's probably not going to be in the series for very long. So we're just going to give him an accent like... he has a higher, calm voice, so it's nice and soothing. So like, oh, is this your seat? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so, and an awkward smile. Oh, is this your seat? The ferret asked me when his nice and soothing voice. I don't speak, so I just nod my head up and down to answer his question. So I can't sit down in my seat. Sorry about that, dude. Who do I talk to about getting a seat? He asks me. At that point I was getting annoyed, so I just rolled my eyes and pointed towards the teacher, like, over there. Ugh. Like, over there. Huh. Like, let's get serious here. Who just sits in someone else's seat when you are new to a school? I put my head down on the table while class starts, but that's when I remembered that right next to me was an empty seat. As I scanned the room quickly to see if anyone else sits next to an empty seat, but nope. The only empty seat in the class is next to me, which means he's going to sit next to me. I start banging my head on the desk slowly as he sits next to me, like, bang, 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 bang. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I don't feel like getting brain damage today. On the desk slowly as he sits next to me. I don't want to deal with anybody today. So, I guess it's gonna be you and me, buddy. He nudges my shoulder. I look up and read the teacher's writing on the board, and it says, partner up with the fur next to you. I groan, rub my eyes with my paws. So, basically, like, yeah, this project is going to be the best ever, if you know what we're working on. I respond to his question sarcastically, but I immediately feel guilty because I don't know him at all, and I can't just treat him like others. I'm sorry for what I just said. I haven't been myself lately, I quickly say before he can say something. He sits there, looking at me kind of confused. Okay. The name is Gavin. What's yours? He asks calmly as he smiles. It's Felix. And that is the end of chapter 1. I'm probably not going to go any further than this because if I do, it's not going to be the best. But I enjoy the story. I make sure I read every story before I just dub it, so I know if there's going to be any scenes that I should bleep parts out of, because I don't feel like getting demonetized. But other than that, that wraps up this video, and thank you all for watching, and have a great rest of your time, day, night, whatever it is, evening. But yeah, so this is part 1, signing off. So my lovely acids, have a good day and the rest of your night, or vice versa. Bye.